everyone, it's John, your Indian Cine-MANIAC, with another 10ish-minute review from my vacation spot. That's right, this week I'm on vacation with my wife, Rose, and but I wanted to put out this show because my wife and I watched it last night, excuse me, 2 nights ago, and we both really loved this movie. So I wanted to do this review while it was still fresh in my head. So what does that say about me and my commitment to you, the fans? I think it says, you know what? This guy's all right. Maybe I should subscribe, hit the notification button, and of course, just whack the hell out of that like button. That's what I think. So the movie I watched was Secret Superstar, which has been recommended a bunch of times, and I finally watched it because everyone knows I'm a big Amir Khan fan, and he was a secondary character in this. He was funny, he was wonderful, but he was not the reason to watch this movie. I have to be honest with you. So let's give you a little background. The film's from 2017. I've got my notes over here, so I have to go to my notes. It was directed and written by Advait Chandan. It stars Zaira Wasim, who is also in Dangal with Amir Khan, Mahir Vage, who plays her mother, Arjun, who played the most horrific husband I've ever seen in any of these Indian movies, Tirth Sharma, who was adorable as the love interest, and Amir Khan as a Simon Cowell American Idol type character. And I do want to also call out, because I didn't know this when I saw the movie, I wasn't sure who did the singing for the young actress, and I wasn't sure if she did or not. And I looked it up, and on ID Internet Movie Database, IMDb, it didn't say, but I looked it up, and apparently it's Meghna Mishra did the singing for Zaira, and her voice is wonderful. In fact, that's how it opens up. It opens up with the lead character on a train. She pulls out the guitar and she starts singing, and it's just a beautiful song, and it sets a little bit of who that character is. And you can also see the boy that really likes her, which is also a very adorable relationship. So the father comes home, and you find out right away. Well, let me backtrack. The mother picks her up from the train, and she's wearing dark sunglasses, and you don't know why. She's been a little cagey about it. Takes the glasses off. She's got a big black eye. And she says she fell, but the daughter knows what's going on. Now you meet the husband. Now, I've got a couple criticisms of the movie, even though I loved it. And one of them is, and it's a small thing, but the husband who was an abuser, because this movie is about women empowerment and about abuse. And you figure that out from the get-go. But the husband, who he was just like, he was pure evil. Like he seemed to warm up a little bit to the little boy and the I don't know if it's his mother. But it was just so one-dimensional. And maybe that's what they needed to get the point across. I don't know. But I mean, look, if you want to say, did he play the role well? Yeah, he did. I just found it a little too one-dimensional compared to like the mother and the daughter, who are amazing. And they're the reason why you want to watch this movie, because they and it's like English. It's like Queen. I mean, these women carried the film, and if they weren't any good, it wouldn't have worked, and it worked because of them. So then, what else? She goes to school, and she daydreams a lot about her singing to go on this American Idol type show, and she's doing that in school, and she gets whacked on the hand by the teacher. I'm going, geez. So then she figures out, she gets a laptop, which was a beautiful scene, because the way they played her getting this laptop in her world, it opened up so many doors. And the mother made a big sacrifice, which you find out later, to get that laptop. But once that laptop is open, there's a whole montage where they're doing things. It's just amazing to me, because we all take the technology for granted, that someone maybe who didn't have that, who actually gets one of these things, what it opens up for them. Well, what it opens up for her is she wants to put her song on YouTube. And The mother, because the father won't allow it, he doesn't want her doing that kind of stuff. She figures out if she disguises herself in a burqa, covers her face, only her eyes, and she can go on as secret superstar. So the first scene, she does this. She sings her song, and as it's going, it morphs into a scene where she's singing on a big stage with all kinds of lights. It's really, really well done. And the really cute thing for someone who is a content provider, who is always trying to get more and more views, not successfully, I might add, she goes through the struggle of, the first night, nobody watches it. And she's all bummed out. She thinks she's failed. And then she becomes this internet sensation with millions of people watching, but they only know her as secret superstar. And that's really the gist of the movie, how this transforms her and her life. And that's how she hooks up with Amir Khan, who's an ex-performer and a music producer, songwriter, and a movie producer, but a Simon Cowell guy that is on the rocks a little bit, because on one of the shows, he trashes this little kid in this quick cut scene where you first meet him, and he's a jerk in the scene. You find out later on he's not quite as big a jerk as he was. But it was just, she was just the reality of her performance was just really, it was just so good. It was just great. So anyway, so now she gets hired by Amir Khan, not knowing who this woman is, to do a song for a movie. And her and her little boyfriend, or, she's not boyfriend yet, but first of all, let me say that relationship was adorable, because it just seems so real, of two young people infatuated with each other, telling each other they love each other. Well, they figure out a plan to get her to the recording studio to meet this guy, which is really funny. So they finally do it. And he's like, babes, babes. He kept saying, babes, babes, super hit, super hit. He kept saying it. So he has her sing this song, a song he wrote. And it's really upbeat and kind of, it's a lot of, It's just hilarious the way he's describing the song. And she just can't do it, because it's not the type of song that she would do. So she talks to him and says some things and gets to do it her way. And the way she implies, the way he originally intended. And for me, I really liked Amir Khan in this, but his character was over the top. It wasn't based on any kind of reality. It was very funny. It was manic. It was really crazy the way he played it. But I will tell you, and this is why I think he's such an amazing actor. There's the scene where she first starts singing the song the right way, and the camera zooms in on him, and his reaction to the way she sings the song is the most genuine thing he does in the entire movie. It's the most believable thing he does. It's really a powerful scene to see his reaction to it. So I just, again, I'm just such a big fan of his, and that's a big reason why. I don't want to take it, because it was fun. He was really funny, and he brought, when he's on screen, it's like, he takes over the screen. He just does. But it doesn't live and die by his performance. It lives and dies by the young girl's performance. So now this song becomes a big hit, and there's all kinds of scenes where she's trying. I'm bouncing all over the place, and I apologize for that, but she wants her mother to get a divorce because she knows her father's beating her, and she meets a high-priced lawyer, and this is the lawyer that was Amir Khan's wife's lawyer that beat him in the divorce. And that scene when they're in the car, he's trying to hire her. She's asking him to do a favor. Will you get me that lawyer? He goes, no, I have a very good lawyer. I have a very good lawyer. And she goes, yeah, your lawyer lost. I want the one who won. And that scene to get her to do it was very funny. So then that happens. Now, when they're in that car, and I have a question for you guys, because I'm not sure if this is true. I couldn't really tell. In his car, he's got a little dangly thing hanging from the rearview mirror. It looks like Elvis to me. Is that who it was? Was it Elvis? Because if it was Elvis, I'm even a bigger Amir Khan fan than I was before. I'm just telling you. I thought that was really cool. So now, and again, her whole thing is she wants to, the song's becoming a big hit. It's got a potential to win an award at the Glamour Awards, I think they call it. But now her father finds out what's going on. He gets rid of the guitar. He finds out that she sold the necklace the mother sold a gold necklace to buy the laptop. And that scene is tense because you see almost nothing, but you hear it. You also look at it. You look at the young son who's watching this happen, and you see his reaction. It's a powerful scene, and it's a disturbing scene. But again, now we're moving on. Now he gets a job where he's going to move to Saudi Arabia, and he's taking the whole family with him. And the daughter shows the mother the divorce papers, and she freaks out. I never wanted a divorce. What are you doing? You know, everyone's telling me what to do. And there's a brutal scene between the two of them where the daughter just feels completely betrayed because the mother's not going along with it. And then she says, okay, my dreams are dead. I'm just going to go to Saudi Arabia and forget this whole thing. And it's it's just an awful scene. And because you see all her dreams just deflated, and she's about to accept an arranged marriage. So now they go to the airport. And that scene's pretty incredible. The whole gist of it is they're moving to Saudi Arabia. They've got all this luggage, including her guitar, her beloved guitar. And they're one luggage over. And he orders the daughter to put it in the rubbish, the trash bin. Now you can see the mother reacting to this. Please don't do this. Please don't do this. And the husband's getting angrier, and you can see that the mother's getting a little bit stronger about it. And that scene is very tense, very tense. In fact, at one point, he goes to hit her, and she holds up her hand and says, there's cameras everywhere. People are going to see this. You'll lose your job. You know, blah, blah, blah. She goes on and on. And now he realizes he's in a tough place. So he's talking to the agent, the three of them. It's a really powerful scene. The three of them start walking away to the exit door. He runs after them. Wait, you can't do this. You can't do this. And he can't get through the doors, or he can't go back, and the doors close. It's really just what a powerful scene for women, right? Now they go to the awards show. This is the part where you get all emotional. So she goes to the awards. Someone else wins the best newcomer award, or best female performer, best female song. And then she gets up there and says, I don't deserve this. The one who deserves it is Secret Superstar. Well, now they get her on stage. And as she's walking up the stage, the close up on her face, she takes the burqa off. And she's got this beautiful dress on, and the hair comes down. She goes up on stage. She grabs the microphone, and she starts talking about how important the award was to her. And then, because she found out some things about the mother, that they wanted the mother to have an abortion, and she ran away so it wouldn't happen. So because of that, she was born. Insia was born. And it's a really powerful scene. And her speech is about, she doesn't need this award because she already has the best thing with a mother. And it cuts back and forth from the stage to the mother. And it's just, and it's that point, my wife and I were watching it, and she's wiping her eyes, and I'm getting misty because it was wonderful. And it was just, and I don't know what it is because I'm not into chick flicks, but the last three movies I've watched where the lead has been a woman, and it's really about women's empowerment. It's the end of it is really, it's such a powerful, happy ending that you get emotional about it, about their journey. So yeah, we both loved this movie. It was just, the music was great. The performances were wonderful. And for me, okay, so I loved it. Now they go to the credits, right? They start rolling the credits, and everybody's name gets mentioned but Amir Khan. So then they mention Amir Khan's name and Khan's name, and the music scratches or something. It just it's a funny thing that they do. Now they cut to his character who's doing his first YouTube single. Super hit. It's going to be a super hit. He keeps, and his ears are out with his ears. Super hit. And he does this number, but the way they do it, it's done cheaply, right? The choreography isn't great. They're bumping into each other. They get mad at him because he's bumping into them. Then at the end, he goes, okay.
Super hit.
I'm watching subtitles. He goes, hit the like.
पसंद आया?
And if you don't like it, change it.
पसंद नहीं आया तो taste change करो.
It's just great. It's the funniest scene. It was just so funny. So I appreciated that, and I know he produced it. But again, he's a small part of this movie. The mother and the daughter in this movie, and the little boy too, who at first seems like this precocious, typical little kid, but he does this incredible act of love with her laptop that got smashed because the father didn't want her to have it anymore, and that was just a tearjerker too, because you realize the kid loves her so much, and she was picking on him, and she realized what this kid did. It's just a beautiful scene. Anyway, so yeah, big thumbs up on this. I really, really liked it. My wife liked it too. In fact, I'm just going to take a second, okay? I want to show you a little something I shot right after because I asked her. I go, "Would you mind doing a quick little thing for the show?" And normally she would say no, but she said she'd do it. So this is her. I asked her a question about the movie, so just take a second, watch this.
Okay, I got my special guest star, my wife Rose. Hi, Rose.
Hi, John. Hi, guys.
We watched Secret Superstar last night. I just want to ask you, and for our audience, what was your favorite part of the movie? What really stuck out for you?
Well, of course, the favorite part was when, obviously, the wife stood up to her husband at the airport and put her foot down and said that was it, you know. And then the ending was just...
Well,
I mean, I was crying at the end, so...
we were both weeping a little.
Yeah, it was amazing. So, great show. It was really good, and definitely a thumbs up on this one.
Well, thank you, honey. Thanks for joining the show.
You're welcome. Enjoy. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
So what'd you think, right? Okay, that was great, right? So, honey, I want to thank you for doing that. I know our fans appreciated that. So, listen, I got my wife on the show, okay? Now, that should have earned your subscription, right? Notification. And you definitely, I know Rose would appreciate this if you smash that like button. I would. Okay, so listen, the next movie I'm going to do, based on the viewer poll that we did, is 2006's Golmaal, Fun Unlimited, starring Ajay Devgan, who you know I'm a big fan of from Singham and Drishyam, and also the other guy I knew was Sharman Joshi from Three Idiots. So I hear a lot of good things about this because I keep saying on these shows, Ajay Devgan is just so serious. And he is serious in all these movies. And this is a flat out comedy. So I'm really looking forward to this one and see what happens. But that one won't show up till I'm home next week. This one will get posted sometime during this week. But Golmaal Unlimited, okay? All right, everyone. Thank you so much. And I certainly hope this episode is, super hit. Super hit, babes, okay? Make it a super hit, babes. Hey, thanks for watching, everyone. We'll talk to you next time.